Do you ever feel yourself drifting slightly to one side while walking across a perfectly flat floor? Not on ice, not on gravel, not because the ground is uneven. You're simply walking through your home, a supermarket, or a parking lot, and your body does not seem to follow the straight path you intended. Maybe you reach for a wall when you stand up. Maybe you feel unsteady when you turn around. Perhaps your first few steps after getting out of a chair feel hesitant, as though your brain and your feet need an extra moment to communicate. If you are over 60 and this sounds familiar, do not dismiss it as just getting older. It does not automatically mean something dangerous, but a new or worsening change in balance deserves attention, because your body may be warning you that one or more systems involved in walking are no longer working as efficiently as before. In this video, I'll explain why walking can become less stable after 60, which warning signs should never be ignored, and several simple exercises that may help improve coordination, leg control, and confidence. Stay until the end. I'll also show one common mistake that can make instability worse. Before we begin, remember this is for general education. It cannot diagnose your symptoms. Sudden or severe balance problems require professional medical evaluation. Walking looks simple, but it's one of the most complex movements your body performs. Every step requires your brain to collect information from several systems at once. Your eyes tell you where you're going. Your inner ears detect movement and head position. Nerves in your feet, ankles, knees, and hips tell your brain where your body is in space. Your muscles make hundreds of tiny adjustments. Your brain coordinates all this without conscious thought. When these systems work together, you walk naturally. But when even one part becomes less reliable, you may notice drifting, hesitation, shorter steps, dizziness, or the need to touch nearby objects for support. That's why it's a mistake to assume every balance problem is simply caused by weak legs. Leg strength is important, but walking stability also depends on vision, sensation, blood pressure, medications, joint mobility, inner ear function, reaction time, and neurological control. Treating only the legs may not solve the problem if the real cause is elsewhere. Imagine 3 older adults who all say, "I feel unsteady." The first has weak hip and thigh muscles after months of inactivity. The second becomes dizzy because their blood pressure drops when they stand. The third has reduced sensation in the feet and cannot clearly feel the floor. The complaint sounds similar, but the causes are completely different. That's why noticing the pattern of your symptoms matters. Ask yourself, does the unsteadiness happen mainly when you first stand up? Does it become worse in darkness? Do you drift consistently toward the same side? Do you feel the room spinning? Do your feet feel numb, heavy, or unusually cold? Did the problem begin suddenly or gradually? Do you feel unsteady only when turning, or also when walking straight? These details help a clinician determine which systems need examining. Let's discuss one common pattern, lightheadedness or instability immediately after standing. When you move from sitting or lying down to standing, gravity pulls blood toward your lower body. Normally, your blood vessels and heart respond quickly to maintain brain blood flow, but in some people, especially older adults or those on certain medications, this adjustment is slower. The result can be temporary lightheadedness, blurred vision, weakness, or the sudden need to grab something. This doesn't mean panic, but it does mean stop rushing to your feet. Before standing, move your ankles up and down several times. Sit near the edge of the chair. Place both feet firmly on the floor. Stand slowly while holding a stable surface, then pause before taking your first step. If this happens frequently, speak with your healthcare professional. Do not stop blood pressure medication or other prescriptions on your own. Vision matters. Many adults rely more on eyesight for balance as they age. Someone may walk well during the day but feel much less stable in a dark hallway or poorly lit bathroom. If your brain cannot clearly see the floor, obstacles, or environment, it has less information to guide movement. Use adequate lighting in your home, especially near stairs, hallways, and the path to the bathroom. Consider motion-activated nightlights. Keep your glasses prescription current. Avoid walking through a dark room just because you think you know where everything is. Reduced sensation in the feet is another contributor. Your feet constantly send information about pressure, texture, and position. When that sensation is reduced, walking can feel uncertain, like walking on thick cushions or wearing several pairs of socks. Others notice numbness, tingling, burning, or difficulty knowing where the foot has landed. These symptoms can have several causes and should be evaluated if persistent or worsening. Footwear matters. Loose slippers, worn-out soles, shoes without heel support, and overly soft footwear can reduce stability. Choose shoes that fit securely, have a firm heel area, and provide good contact with the floor. Avoid walking in socks on smooth surfaces. A shoe that feels soft is not necessarily a shoe that supports safe movement. Now, the brain and coordination. Your brain continuously compares what you intended with what your body actually did. If your foot lands a bit to the side, your nervous system corrects it. If your body begins to lean, your muscles respond before you're conscious of it. These rapid corrections keep you upright, but reaction speed and coordination can become less efficient with inactivity. The good news? Many aspects of balance can be trained. The goal is safe, manageable tasks that gradually increase difficulty, not dangerous challenges or deliberate dizziness. Before exercising, stand near a kitchen counter, heavy table, or another stable surface. Do not use a lightweight chair that can slide. Have someone nearby if you have fallen recently, experience severe dizziness, or feel unsafe. Stop immediately if you develop chest pain, severe shortness of breath, sudden weakness, intense dizziness, or unusual visual symptoms. Exercise 1. Controlled weight shifting. Stand with feet hip-width apart, knees relaxed. Place one or both hands on a stable counter. Slowly shift weight toward your right foot without lifting the left. Return to center, then shift left. Keep movement small and controlled. Shoulders and hips move together. As you improve, reduce the pressure through your hands, but do not remove support until you can perform without swaying. Script 17. Exercise 2. Supported marching. Stand tall holding a counter. Lift one foot a small distance from the floor, then lower it with control. Lift the opposite foot. Focus on staying upright, controlling the movement, and placing the foot back in the same spot. Move slowly enough that you could pause at any moment. This trains single leg control, hip strength, and coordination. Script 18. Exercise 3. Heel to toe stepping with support. Stand beside a counter with one hand in contact. Place one foot slightly in front of the other and take several slow steps forward, looking ahead. Do not force heel to toe if unstable. Turn carefully using several small steps instead of twisting on one foot. Many falls happen during turning. Slow down, keep feet slightly apart, and complete the turn with controlled steps. Turn your head first, identify your destination, then allow your feet to follow. Script 19. Exercise 4. Sit to stand practice. Use a firm chair that does not roll. Move toward the front edge. Place feet hip-width apart under you. Lean chest slightly forward, and press through your feet to stand. Pause, establish balance, then sit down slowly by reaching hips backward. Use armrests if necessary. This strengthens thighs and hips and trains the transition many find difficult. Quality matters more than speed. Script 20. Exercise 5. Eye-head coordination. Sit in a stable chair and choose a stationary object in front of you. Keep your eyes focused on it. Slowly turn your head a small distance to the right and return to center, then to the left. The object should remain clear. Move gently and stop if you become significantly dizzy, nauseated, or develop neck pain. Anyone with a neck condition, recent injury, severe dizziness, or neurological symptoms should get individual guidance before head movement exercises. Now the common mistake. Many people who feel unsteady stop moving almost completely. They avoid walking, stairs, and leaving the house. That response is understandable, but excessive avoidance creates a damaging cycle. You move less because you feel weak. Because you move less, muscles lose strength and reactions slow. Walking then feels harder, so you avoid it further. The answer is controlled, supported, progressive movement. Use assistance when needed, remove hazards, and work with a physical therapist if you don't feel safe exercising alone. Complete inactivity often increases the weakness that makes falling more likely. Review daily factors that can worsen balance. Are you drinking enough fluids, skipping meals, standing immediately after waking, taking medications that cause sleepiness or dizziness? Has your hearing or vision changed? Are you rushing to the bathroom at night? Do you use a walking aid that wasn't adjusted to your height? A cane that's too high or low can change posture and reduce support. Have mobility equipment adjusted by someone who understands proper fitting. Urgent warning signs. Do not attempt exercises or wait if your balance problem begins suddenly, especially with facial drooping, weakness or numbness on one side, difficulty speaking, confusion, severe headache, double vision, loss of coordination, or inability to walk normally. Sudden neurological symptoms can be an emergency. Seek immediate medical assistance. Arrange a medical assessment if your balance is gradually worsening, if you have fallen, if you repeatedly drift toward one side, or if dizziness interferes with driving, bathing, using stairs, or leaving your home. A proper evaluation may include review of medications, blood pressure in different positions, vision, hearing, foot sensation, muscle strength, joint movement, walking pattern, and neurological function. Sometimes the solution is straightforward. Change how or when a medication is taken under supervision, treat an inner ear problem, improve footwear, address a vision issue, build leg strength, or complete a personalized balance rehabilitation program. In other cases, further investigation may be necessary. Do not diagnose yourself from a single symptom. Drifting sideways does not prove one particular disease. Dizziness does not always come from the inner ear. Weakness does not always come from the muscles. Being over 60 does not make every new symptom normal. Here's a simple routine to remember. First, slow down during transitions. Second, improve lighting and remove tripping hazards. Third, wear secure footwear. Fourth, practice supported strength and balance exercises consistently. Fifth, have persistent or concerning symptoms evaluated by a healthcare professional so you get targeted care rather than guesswork. If you found this useful, consider sharing it with a friend or family member who has noticed balance changes. Small, consistent steps can make walking safer and more confident.